Hi, I'm Meat,
I'm
and
Rocks,
this is the
the
Bourbon
Bourbon
Barrel.
Barrel.
And so today we're gonna do something. We're gonna answer a question. Are barrel picks a scam? Well, maybe we won't answer that question in its entirety. However, yeah, we've got two different barrel picks of Elijah Craig from two different stores, two local stores to us. So we're gonna see if they taste exactly the same or if there's actually discernible differences. And maybe we are just not good enough to notice. Who knows?
It could be true. I mean, theoretically, when they do barrel picks, right?
hmm They go through and test a couple barrels. Yeah.
Yeah,
You
and
want this one? You want this one?
yeah,
That's why they pick the barrel.
yeah. So,
Yeah.
who picked the better barrel?
Or did it really matter?
Or yeah, exactly. That's. And
Because
we started today with something that was the same in two different
exactly the same. Yeah. Waffles. Waffle.
bottles.
Shake
I
the
haven't
waffle
had,
waffle.
I haven't even drank really because this wasn't drinking. Yeah, it's
Terrible.
not. It tastes like barbecue chips.
You,
I like barbecue chips.
anyway, so we're gonna try
I
these
see
out,
him having more fun today.
and
He's not laughing
we're
yet.
gonna see if these are literally the same, just in different barrel picks, or if because the one thing about Elijah Craig is it's notably consistent with its small batch select,
Yep.
and these are small batch or single barrels, so these are just yeah, they're of course they're single barrels, they're barrel
Small
picks,
batch, yeah.
yeah, so very small batch, one barrel.
Even when they roll
So
out their barrel proofs like 3 times a year, there might be different discernible flavors in there. Obviously there are, but they're always good. It's just a matter of how good. And anytime you buy 94 small batch, it's one of the things we've often told people when you're getting started, give that a shot. It's like a basically $30 bottle at most with tax, at least in New York.
well, I mean,
Ish,
these
small
are
batch,
what 35, so
small
small batch is
single
around that
barrel.
price.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's what, yeah, 30, 35. You're right. Um, but it's a good starter. It's always 94. It's always consistent in the small batch. Is this the first time we've done a single barrel of these at all in any way?
Maybe
The
I
barrel
don't know.
proofs aren't single barrels.
No, but that's okay. Good.
That's you good? Okay, good.
They're the exact same bottle. I don't want you getting confused.
As long as I know which one I'm putting where. So
That's all that matters.
that's that one. I'm
Yep.
going to put it on the right because why not? I don't know.
Because that's where the bottle ends up.
There you go.
True story.
Elijah Craig, the father of bourbon, all that stuff. If you know those stories, watch the Neat documentary on, it's not about him.
Not
On
yet.
We're getting there. Hulu, I think it is. Or is that too far up? I don't
All right.
know. But yeah, you learn a lot about Elijah Craig in that thing and the fish
Sure.
barrels and all that stuff. So, you gonna go left, right, or right,
I'm
left, or
gonna
are
go
you
left
just gonna
right.
kind of feel it out?
I'm gonna go in the order I feel necessary. They smell identical.
This is the Twins Day we're having.
Twinning.
We are.
Yeah. So this
I'll argue
is
I'm shorter, so I'm Danny DeVito.
I'll
You're gonna
be
have to be Arnold.
Donald.
Yeah.
Put the toy back in the carpet. Get the toy and move it to the carpet.
It's better to, that's smarter too, because not only am I shorter, but you also do voices. I don't do any voices, so, and you could do, that's good. You go to the Christopher Walken, you do other things. It's really cool too. You haven't Christopher Walken in quite a while.
I don't need to.
You might need to at some
He
point.
sent me a cease and desist.
No, he didn't. Hmm. He probably was like, "Why can't I be on your show? I can do this."
I like the bourbon. It it makes me feel happy.
Mhm. It's so good. It's so good. Well, we should do my due diligence here, right? I can't.
I'm gonna say that tastes like Elijah Craig.
I don't have a.
I'm also gonna say that if you've had Elijah Craig, if you've seen Quan, you've seen them all because I feel
It
like most
smells
Elijah Craig,
very, yeah, similar.
all city proof Elijah Craigs taste very similar, which is not a bad thing. That means you get consistency.
Right.
So
Which was there was the old long-standing story was the distiller, the master distiller back when of Jim Beam versus Jack Daniels was always the one didn't ever always wanted consistency, always wanted it to stay the same, so all the consumers would be like, well, we know what we're getting when we buy this bottle. Whereas the other one, which I think it was Jim Beam, was like branching out into single barrels and stuff first because I believe the first single barrel was actually Blanton's or something to that effect, and then something worked out, and they were like, okay, we've got to do it, and
mhm.
Jack never wanted to do it, or and I can't remember if it was which master distiller at the time.
So here the cool thing that I didn't notice the first time around is that they tell you which rick house it is and what
Oh,
floor. So these are both 9 year aged, but this was rick house O and floor 4. And then this one, I believe, is rick house double D and floor 4.
insert your own jokes.
So they're different rick houses.
This is double D.
Yeah. Like Ed, Ed, and Eddie, man.
I
There's Ed, ED, Ed with two D's, EDD, and Eddie, EDDY.
he's just
So they
talking.
called
Um,
Ed with two D's. What's up, double D?
so now we know there is a discernible difference between bottles, right? Between
I don't
the
taste the difference.
well, there, but some they're not the same rick house,
Not
or
the same
the
rick house at all.
so so the fact that it is so similar, if not
Mhm.
completely the same, is probably a testament to what they've been trying to do and what they're accomplishing.
I mean, it's the same
The
floor,
consistency,
so yeah,
yeah. But the rick
that's
house could be cross campus,
way over the other
up
side.
a hill or
Sure,
down into a valley.
no idea, but I'm gonna say that these are the same. Again,
Seriously, twins day.
not a bad thing because I like Elijah Craig small batch. I like Elijah Craig,
Huh.
in general. I'm not really tasting much different at all.
I'm gonna push this just a hair farther because now I thought maybe, just maybe, there was something tiny, tiny difference.
This one might be slightly more crisp, but I mean, you're pulling hairs.
That's just a shot at me because I don't have hair. I don't know if you understand that, guys.
Clearly.
You're just pulling hairs out of other parts of me because I just tell people my hair grows just fine. It just migrated south.
That's not the right word either. Pulling hairs is not the correct phrase. It's
Oh, stroking hairs?
no, I don't remember. I've been drinking.
You,
What the hell is it?
I
Splitting
actually
hairs.
thought
Splitting
splitting
hairs.
hairs. Yes, you're
Not pulling
splitting
hairs is
hairs.
different. That's something you talk about with whoever you're dating. That's not us. So, yeah.
We're not dating?
Mm-mm.
Oh, boy, took many years for you to explain that. Um,
No, I had
I
to.
I, I actually thought there was a hint of a difference. That's why I went back to it a little bit, and I almost I was I almost feel like this one is a touch spicier.
That's what I was saying. Is like this one's a little more mellow, and this one it might have a little bit of that, like almost. It almost tastes like extra burn. So
Like as if the ride was 2% higher than the or some. That's
it's
how
just
my
such a
head thinks of
subtle
it.
subtle thing. Like
Yeah.
it was. You're not gonna be disappointed with either one, and again, you'll be very hard pressed to notice a difference.
I'll throw in a caveat here. If sometime in the near future we can again, hopefully, if he wants to do it, ever do another show with Whiskey Dick like we did,
Yeah,
I would love to send him samples of these
and see what he
and do it
thinks.
with him
Yeah,
because of his knowledge and his thought processes when he goes through those things to see if he could find those discernible differences. I think I liked this one a little bit better,
slightly, yeah. But
and
again, it's real hard pressed. Like
they're
you're,
both, yeah,
they're the same.
super yummy. So, but I think maybe, just maybe, I found or we found both because you said it first. Actually, there is a difference, but we're getting into those
It's
such
such a
intricate,
subtle difference.
subtle
Yeah.
subtleties that it's. And I'm still not good with the flavors. I can't say this flavor. I just thought it was spicier. That's what you know
That's
what I
fair.
mean. So, but again, $35 for a bottle of Elijah Craig and a single barrel of Elijah Craig. You know what I mean?
Nice barrel.
That's
Yeah, can't beat it.
no, it was awesome. It's good stuff, man.
Yeah. So if you find yourself some, pick it up. See what happens.
Absolutely. Unless it's over, don't you know?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Prices.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm neat. And this has been
A
Bourbon
bourbon
Barrel.
barrel.